Imagine waking up every day feeling free, empowered, and in control of your destiny. But for many, life feels like a constant battle, not against the world, but against invisible chains. Chains that hold you back from living the life you deserve. These chains aren't physical, they're mental, but they're powerful. They creep into your mind, your habits, your decisions, and quietly influence the path you take. Welcome to Smart Money Vids, where we explore the habits, mindsets, and strategies that set the wealthy apart from the rest. Today, we're breaking chains. In this video, you'll discover the 5 things you must never allow to control your life. Stick around because the 5th one might be the very thing that's been holding you back all along. Let's dive in. Number 1, your past. Don't let your past control your future. Everyone has scars, regrets, and moments they'd rather forget. But your past is not your prison. It's a lesson, not a life sentence. Stop living as a victim of what was. The present is your power, and the future is your canvas. Paint your masterpiece. Think of the most successful people you admire. They've all faced failures, heartbreaks, and setbacks. But what sets them apart is not what happened to them, but how they chose to respond. You can do the same. Your past is a place of reference, not residence. Reflect, learn, but never dwell there. Maybe you were told you weren't good enough, or perhaps you failed miserably at something you cared deeply about. That moment hurt, and the memory of it lingers. But here's the truth. That failure doesn't define you, it refines you. Every setback holds a seed of growth, every mistake a lesson. The only time your past controls you is when you give it permission. Revoke that permission today. Your past is like the rearview mirror in a car. It's there for a reason, to glance at and remind you how far you've come. But if you stare at it too long, reliving old mistakes, regrets, and what-ifs, you'll miss what's right in front of you. Suddenly, bam, dreams shattered, opportunities missed, all because you focused on the wrong thing. Don't let your past be the reason you never reach your destination. Focus on the road ahead, because that's where your future lies. Your past may have shaped you, but it doesn't have to define you. Number 2, opinions of others. Never let the opinions of others dictate your path. People will always have something to say, good or bad, but their voices don't determine your value. Your worth isn't measured by likes, comments, or approval. Stand tall in your truth, because the only opinion that truly matters is the one you hold about yourself. Consider this. Some of the greatest innovations, art, and achievements in history were criticized at first. The world doubted them, laughed at them, dismissed them. If those visionaries had listened to the doubters, the world would be a different place. Don't let someone else's limited perspective put limits on your life. Imagine if people like Steve Jobs, the Wright brothers, or Albert Einstein had allowed the skepticism of others to deter them. We wouldn't have the revolutionary changes they brought into the world. Your vision is yours for a reason. Protect it fiercely. It's not your job to convince the world. It's your job to create, build, and live authentically. Criticism often says more about the critic than the subject. People project their fears, insecurities, and limitations onto others. If someone says, "You can't do that," what they often mean is, "I can't do that." Don't absorb their fears as your own. Be unapologetically you. The world doesn't need another copy, it needs your unique voice. If this message resonates with you so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join a community where we rise above limits together. Number 3, fear. Don't let fear be your master. Fear is natural, but it's also deceptive. It whispers lies, making mountains out of molehills. The truth, most fears vanish the moment you face them. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward despite of it. Your dreams live on the other side of your fear. Think of fear like a shadow. It seems large when the light is behind you, but when you turn around and face it, you realize it has no substance. Whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown, the antidote is the same: action. Every small step you take weakens fear's grip. What are you afraid of? Starting that business? Speaking your truth? Taking that leap of faith? Whatever it is, understand that fear is just a story your mind tells you. But you can rewrite that story. Fear is temporary, regret is permanent. Don't let fear write the final chapter of your life. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, afraid to jump into the water below. Your mind races with what ifs. What if I get hurt? What if it's too high? But then you jump, and in that moment, fear dissolves into exhilaration. Life works the same way. The scariest part is the decision. Once you leap, you realize the fear was all in your head. Number 4, limiting beliefs. Break free from limiting beliefs. The words "I can't" or "I'm not good enough" are self-imposed barriers. They're lies we tell ourselves, often born from past failures or negative influences. The fact is, you are capable of more than you know. Challenge those beliefs. Replace "I can't" with "I will." Watch your world transform. Limiting beliefs are like mental walls. But here's the thing, those walls are like paper, not stone. The moment you push against them, they crumble. Start by questioning every negative thought. Is this true, or is this just a story I've been telling myself? Rewrite that story with words of power and possibility. Think about a time when you surprised yourself, when you did something you thought was impossible. That's proof right there that your limits are flexible, not fixed. Growth begins when you stop arguing about your limitations and start fighting for your potential. Imagine a young elephant tied to a small stake. When it's a baby, it can't break free. As it grows, it becomes strong enough to pull the stake out effortlessly, but it doesn't. Why? Because it believes it can't. That belief was formed when it was small, but it no longer reflects its reality. Don't be like the elephant. Test your limits. You're stronger than you think. Number 5, your comfort zone. Finally, don't let your comfort zone control your growth. Comfort feels safe, but it's a trap disguised as peace. Real growth happens when you step into the unknown, take risks, and embrace discomfort. Every extraordinary life begins where your comfort zone ends. Dare to be uncomfortable. It's the birthplace of greatness. Your comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Think about the first time you rode a bike, started a new job, or tried something new. At first, it was scary, unfamiliar, and maybe even frustrating. But that's where growth happened. Challenge yourself regularly. Growth is not a destination. It's a lifelong journey fueled by curiosity and courage. Ask yourself, are you living or are you just existing? Are you thriving or simply surviving within the walls of what feels safe? Life begins at the edge of your comfort zone. Take that step, trust the process, and watch yourself become more than you ever thought possible. Think of your comfort zone like warm water. At first, it feels soothing, relaxing even, but stay too long and you start to feel stagnant. Life isn't meant to be stagnant. It's meant to flow, to evolve, to challenge you. Seek discomfort not as punishment, but as proof that you're growing. Your life is yours to live, not to be controlled. Let go of the past, silence the noise of others, conquer your fears, shatter limiting beliefs, and step boldly out of your comfort zone. Your future is waiting. Take action today and claim it. At Smart Money Vids, we're all about turning knowledge into action. Check the description for helpful tools and subscribe for more life-changing insights. Together, we're building a community that chooses growth over fear, action over hesitation, and purpose over comfort. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.